Move over, Lewis Hamilton. Sit down, Sebastian Vettel. Schumacher, take 5. There's a new Aussie in town, and no, it's not another Hemsworth brother trying to play a race car driver in a Netflix series. It's Oscar freaking Piastri. And while his name sounds like he's an Academy Award for Best Pasta, he might just be the unexpected next GOAT of Formula One.
An engineer.
Come on.
Let's buckle up and find out why Oscar Piastri could be Formula One's next GOAT, or at the very least the youngest driver on the grid who doesn't look like he got lost on his way to a high school math exam.
You've got a face like a baby's bottom.
Oscar Piastri was born in Melbourne, which means he grew up around kangaroos, Vegemite, and a bunch of V8 supercars doing donuts in supermarket parking lots. But instead of going the typical Aussie route of backyard barbecues and rugby injuries, young Oscar chose speed. Real speed.
Real life speed, and he did it.
He got into karting and immediately started winning everything in sight. He wasn't just quick, he was where'd he go quick. That kind of natural feel behind the wheel that makes other kids think their brakes are stuck.
Oh, my brakes! My brakes!
Fast forward to 2020, Oscar enters Formula 3 like it's a hobby. He wins the championship on his first try because of course he does. He had the pace, the patience, and the precision.
He has everything.
Most drivers treat F3 as a learning year. Oscar treated it like a tutorial level and click skip halfway through. His overtakes were clean, his defense tighter than Mercedes' PR team during a porpoising scandal, and his points haul? Nasty.
I'm saying, where's the challenge?
Then he moves on to Formula 2. Everyone says, okay, now he'll face a challenge, and Oscar says, hold my helmet. 2021 F2 champion, on debut. Again. This time with even more dominant performances.
That was horrible. I just got humiliated by a fucking teenager.
He won races from pole, from behind, from the future probably. At this point, the only thing keeping him out of F1 was contract drama.
Do you know where you'll be racing next year? No, I don't. Hopefully on the F1 grid, but I don't know anything yet.
So it's 2023 and Oscar finally gets a Formula 1 seat. That's right, the Wunderkind is going to Alpine according to their Twitter statement. I can't wait to see Piastri's celebration post. You know where this is going. An hour later, Oscar tweets out that he is not driving for Alpine.
Yeah, listen. We fucked up.
Leaving people confused as to what was going on. Behind closed doors, he had already signed with McLaren, a team with historic ties, and had been clawing and grasping its way back to relevance after a short fall from grace. Oscar joined at the perfect time when the team had been working with now veteran Lando to develop the car properly.
We are back!
Oscar's debut was rough. He qualifies decently, but DNFs in Bahrain, and this is it. The rookie wake-up call. Welcome to Formula One, where your engineer speaks like a GPS and everyone drives like they're late for their own Netflix documentary. They call it the pinnacle of motorsport, and you better find your feet fast or get left behind.
Well, as you know, we're not the US Marines, we leave a man behind.
But Piastri, he learns. Fast. Within weeks, he's finishing races, beating his veteran teammate Lando Norris, occasionally, and somehow looking more composed than half the grid. He identifies weaknesses he has, like his tire management and quali speed, then works on fixing them to the point you can see him improve his form race to race. This guy went from watching F1 on TV to going wheel-to-wheel with Lewis Hamilton in less time than it takes Ferrari to botch a pit strategy.
Takes the Ferrari into the pits. Now what?
We did it again!
By mid-season, Oscar's not just keeping up, he's making highlight reels. 3 race wins in a row from Bahrain to Miami. The scariest part is how much better of a driver he is now compared to the start of the season. Confidence growing, consistency building, awareness off the charts. At this point, even McLaren's Twitter admin is cautiously hopeful, which is basically a parade.
I am smiling.
We haven't seen this cheery of a McLaren team since Ron Dennis found fun to be absolutely disgraceful.
You must have something better to do with that camera.
McLaren is finally acting like a serious F1 team again, and Oscar Piastri is central to that plan. Zach Brown has basically adopted him as his second son. Sorry, Lando. They are committed to claiming no second drivers again and again, but how long will they be able to keep that up when Oscar becomes a veteran alongside his natural talent?
Coming for you.
They've extended his contract, thrown him into every PR shoot, and are building the car around him like he's Tony Stark in an orange race suit. McLaren would rather complain to the media about dragging extra parts around than actually confront Piastri and make him upgrade his suspension.
I don't want to hear it.
He's not flashy, he's frighteningly efficient. Clean overtakes, zero radio whining, and a mental approach that screams robot programmed for podiums. He doesn't get rattled. He doesn't overdrive. He just dissects each race like it's a high-stakes Sudoku puzzle. The glimpses we've gotten into his personality hint he's just one of the boys, and not taking the pressure too seriously.
Well, it's no big deal.
Now, I'm not saying he's better than Hamilton or Schumacher, yet. But when you stack up debut seasons, Oscar's up there. He's shown more race IQ than some drivers have after 5 years in the sport. He's methodical like Schumi, smooth like Alonso, and humble like Kimi. If Kimi ever had feelings.
Hey, off. Yeah, but I'm doing this.
He was given a capable car and is leading the championship standings at the halfway mark of his 3rd season. In today's cost cap era where rookies get a fraction of the practice time they did in previous decades, that's seriously impressive. The guy's already knocking on the door of greatness, and not politely. He's bringing a battering ram labeled consistency and tire management. At this rate, he's not just following in the footsteps of Aussie legends like Webber and Ricciardo, he's rewriting the manual.
It's my time now.
Just this last race, he took Hamilton's record at Spa, which was set by the legendary W11. I haven't seen anyone argue this McLaren car is as dominant as the W11, so how can it be the car and not Piastri himself? Oscar isn't here to make up the numbers, he's here to win, to define an era, to maybe someday be the name new drivers are compared to. Piastri represents the new age of Formula One, cool-headed, data-driven, ruthlessly consistent. If Verstappen is the present, Oscar might be the future GOAT, the F1 driver your kids will argue about on TikTok in 2032.
Yeah, nobody uses that anymore.
So, is Oscar Piastri the next Formula One GOAT? We're not there yet, but the tools, he's got them. The mindset, laser-focused. The trajectory, faster than Haas sprinting on a newly paved Spa. This kid, young adult, might just be the calmest killer on the grid. And if you're not on the Piastri hype train yet, get on board, because this Aussie might just take us all the way to greatness. Like, subscribe, and comment if you think Piastri is going to dethrone Verstappen, or if we're just hyping up another handsome nerd who knows how to drive fast. Either way, the future's looking papaya orange.
He's the championship leader.
Score! I did it twice.